Hello, Crafty Friends. This is Jen, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be making a birthday card using the Lorna label pop-up by Burniston. This is an excellent die set, very generic, and can be used for any type of card that you'd like to make. So let's get started. I will be listing all the products that I used to make this card in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Now we're going to start putting the pop-up mechanism together. I die cut this from a very thin black cardstock, and I'm just folding. First, I'm doing a valley fold, then a mountain fold on all of the fold lines. And the greatest part is when you die cut the pop-up mechanism out, all these fold lines are very visible and easy to maneuver. And I'm just going all over these fold lines, first towards myself in some cases, and then back into a mountain fold. This is such a great pop-up, and I know I said this at the beginning of the video, but this can be used for any kind of card. And it comes with all the little decorator pieces that you can add onto it. You can have as many layers as you'd like. It has that great little banner that goes at the bottom. I'm just going over the fold lines with my bone folder to make sure that I have a good, clean, crisp fold before I glue this back into the card. And for this, I'm going to be using my Lineco neutral pH glue in a fine tip bottle, and you can get that through burniston.com. Now, as you can see, I'm lining up that one fold line. It's kind of like the center fold line in the bottom of the mechanism. And that lines up with the fold line of your card, which makes it super easy to insert this pop-up mechanism. But before I do that, I want to add my little decorator pieces to the front of the pop-up mechanism. And I've stayed with the same color cardstock, excuse me. The bright yellow, the whites, and the blacks. I know it's a lot of yellow for a bee card, but it's bees. So off to the side, I have die cut the happy, and I have the birthday sentiment there, and I'm just trimming that. And I also die cut one that says celebrate, and this is all from Karen Burniston's word set too, and it's a birthday word set die that she has, and it's great. It has several different sentiments in it. And the nice part about her little word sets is you can, what we call, perform word surgery and make new words. So in this case, I'm saying happy B-Day instead of birthday. So I've just trimmed out 2 E's, and I'm kind of putting those together, and then putting the day from the end of birthday. And then I can just glue that all onto my decorator piece that's currently under my stamping block. And there's been a few times where we've done word surgery for different things. And I'm just going to glue these on. And I wanted to get my decorator piece done before I put the pop-up mechanism in, so it's just a little easier. Once it's in, I don't have to fuss with it. It's done, and I can just put the pop-up piece in. And I'm just adding glue to the back of that. And then very carefully putting that in. Now I did cut a little piece to go in between the word B and day, and then I didn't really like it. It didn't look right. I set it on there, and I noticed that, it was a little too large, a little bulky. See, and with that little bit of word surgery, you wouldn't even know that that wasn't a full die cut. So I'm just adding glue to that little hyphen. And then I decided, no, I don't like it. It's too big. So I end up taking it off, and I end up just using a black pen and just using the pen to create the hyphen. And that just came out so much better. So I'm just adding the day in, and then I'm going to go in with my black pen. And those little thin tip black pens are wonderful. You can get like a 5-pack at Michael's for, I think it's $12.99. That's Canadian. So it's probably a lot less in the States. And I could have stamped a sentiment onto that little banner, but I just left it yellow. And I'm just gluing that piece on, and then we can put the pop-up mechanism inside the card. Those stamping blocks are great for holding die cuts down while you're gluing, because sometimes it just takes a little bit longer for the glue to set. So here we are. I'm lining up my fold line, and I'm just going to glue those 2 tiny little tabs and the top tab at first, and I'm using my tweezers to fold those little tabs down, and then I'm going to press down and hold so that the glue sets, and then the pop-up mechanism is inside the card and glued down. And then I'm just going to slide that bottom piece in and hold that down. Get rid of some of that extra glue. And then I'm just adding a tiny bit more glue and sliding that top piece down and then holding that. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time for the glue to set, but it's really good when you're doing pop-up cards to make sure the glue has set. And when you use it for the first time, you go to open the card or you go to fold the card closed, you just want to go slowly, and you might need to use your fingers to help the folds bend in a certain direction or a certain way. And then you know that you're not going to rip the pop-up tabs off of the card backing, which has happened to me before, and it takes the whole pattern paper and everything. So You just want to be very careful when you fold that down. And there's our pop-up mechanism. Isn't that great? I really enjoy this, the Lorna label. It's just a very simple add-in that makes cards just look so amazing. So now we're going to start decorating all of our decorator pieces. And I'm starting with the bees. I'm using 100 black, N8, N6. And now we're going to color the yellow. And I'm just going through this very quickly. I've sped this up. I'm using Y17, Y15, and Y02 to create the bee body. And this is a great yellow combination for making bees. I found this really great bee pattern paper from a craft store near me, and I couldn't wait to use it, and that's what I used for this card. Now I'm just gluing the bee body to the back of the little black stripe front area in the head. And then letting that glue set. And then I have die cut from a very thin blue vellum the little bee wings. And there we go. So now we're going to decorate the flowers. I'm going to start with these daisies that I created. And I just go in with my brick white color on the petals of the flower. And then I'm creating brown centers. I'm also decorating all of the leaves with my usual green color, G29, G07, and YG25. And I just like to have everything done ahead of time so that when it comes to decorating the card, I can just bang it off. Now, some of the flowers I waited until I was making the card to color in because I wasn't exactly sure how many flowers I would actually need for the card. So I do have them die cut off to the side. And for that, I used Karen Burniston's Fun Flowers die set, which is a great little die set that has all different kinds of flowers and leaves to add onto your cards. And here I'm just adding a place to sign the card using Karen Burniston's square crosshatch dies. And you can see it makes that beautiful crosshatch pattern on the one, and then it's just a straight die cut on the centerpiece. And again, I'm just using that nice bright yellow color. So we're going to glue that into the card. And I'm doing this first because I'm going to add some flowers and leaves and different things to the sentiment, or to the area that you're going to sign the card for. So now we're going to begin decorating. So let's get started. Okay, so we have all of our decorator pieces in place for the inside of the card. Now I'm just going to go in with some white stickles, like glitter gel, and I'm going over the white daisies with that. And then I'm going to use glossy accents over the bee's body. Not the head, just the body, and it just adds that little bit of shine to our little bees. Now I did let that sit to dry about an hour. And now we're going to get started on the decorating on the front of the card. And there you have it. We have a beautiful birthday card that's a pop-up, so it's got that nice surprise in the middle, and it's all done. This is the finished card. That's the inside. And you can just see that those little bees, which are also a Karen Burniston die set, just make this card pop. And all those pretty flowers. So definitely check out her website because she's got some beautiful dies. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day, everyone.